Greetings, sacred souls, ancient beings. Welcome to a inner child reading. Excuses set up. I'm sorry. I'll figure it out later. So, I'm going to start with this deck and see what message is from the inner child. They're asking to be heard, and they have a special message for you, for us. One more shuffle to see what the message is. This one. And they are saying to write a letter to your inner child, 111 on the timer. So as of right now, there's something that you need to say to your inner child, something your inner child wants you to speak to them, something they want you to bring into life, to bring into reality. So we're looking at these, we've got this double rainbows. That's like a sign of hope, a sign of prosperity, a sign of good news. So need to should write a letter to your inner child expressing that which it is that you wanted to bring forth for them, the good news that you have for them, that you've made it, that you have moved on past where you were, and that things are moving in a better direction, that even though there were some trials and tribulations during the time where your inner child was at its prominence in your life, that you are now moving past that, and that you are ready to let go of what it was that was affecting you, what it was that was bothering you, what it was that may have been prohibiting you, preventing you from moving on. So we've also got this sun coming up. So the sun is, as you see, it's coming out from behind the mountain, behind the hills, so looking for better, for brighter days. There is a new lease on life, a new that you're moving into better times. So we've got the sun, we've got the rainbows, and it's a bright environment that is coming into being for you, coming alive for you, and that whatever it was that hurt you at that time is moving past that, that you are moving past that. And saying, get another card from this deck. So here, look, you can't make this up. We got another sun coming out again. It says it's time to celebrate. So need to cultivate an air of celebration today. So today we are moving into this phase where it is time to be joyful, be glad, be happy, be excited, be amazed. As they're saying, to be amazed with all that you have come through, all that you have went through. We've got these flowers, we've got these pinks and these greens, so we've got growth. So we have gone from a stage of that we're growing, that we are moving into another phase, that we are healing. I'm also now drawn to these pink flowers. So, pink and green, those are the colors for healing, the colors of your heart, your high heart. So we are moving on to another phase, and your inner child needs to know that you can move on from whatever it was that was keeping you in that state, that it's time to have that party for yourself. No more pity parties. It's time for a grand celebration, a grand opening. Again, we see the sun here, and we see the sun in the other one. So it's time for that grand celebration, this new you that is coming in, that is ready to receive all of the gold at the end of the rainbow, ready to receive the presence, presents, the presence, and the presence. We are now in the present. We are moving forward. We are going past what it was that we had experienced. So it's time to move on. And we are going to check this Angelarium deck. This is a deck with specific messages from angels, higher beings. They are bringing a message also from your inner child to give you the way to go on, continue to go on from here. Let's take the top one, and we have Gabrielle, the angel of heralds. I'm going to read the message from the book. Sorry, don't know this one exactly. So this is the angel, the messenger that is opening the door, that is taking you to the new light, that is moving you to this next phase. So again, we've got this sun, this growth, these flowers, so moving to the next phase. So Angel Gabrielle is here to let you know that you will be moving on to this next phase. Herald is like bringing you that message. So they're bringing you this message that you are moving on, that you are carrying on, that you are healing, that you have healed, that, sorry about the reflection, that you are moving on. And again, so, we also see this sun off to the left. All of these suns are off to the left. So that is looking towards what is coming, looking towards what is new, looking towards this new horizon to see where we can focus our energies. And I'm saying to focus our energies on the new, on what is happening, on this new journey that we are embarking on. So, tarot. Sorry. Let's see what other messages we have. Sorry about the noise in the background. It's one of those nights. And get one more shuffle. So bottom and the top. So we've got Justice, and we've got the Two of Pentacles, both in the reverse. So Two of Pentacles, decision, choices in reference to our feelings, our emotions as far as grounding is concerned. And then we've got Justice. So we are now moving past this phase of being at the phase of, what's the word I'm looking for? That we are now in a place where we have moved past this weighing that we had, that we were teeter-tottering between these two things. So we've got the Two of Pentacles, we've got the Justice. So we've got these two sides that we're looking at, these two places on this scale that we're looking at. We no longer have to try and figure out what to put on one side. So this is looking at the inside because these are in the reverse. So this is an internal thing that we are now able to move past, that we are able to let go and move forward, that we no longer have to hold on to this feeling of trying to balance, that we are moved on to a state of being balanced as opposed to being imbalanced, that we were at this phase where our inner child was feeling that everything was weighted down, and now we can let that go and move on back to this state of joy, this state of wonder, this state of the next phase in our lives. So the inner child is speaking to us. It wants us to, again, to write that letter to yourself for whatever phase that you felt that you had to try and that you felt that you were being held back, you were being held down. So we've got this sun coming in for us, we've got this growth, we've got this happiness, we've got this joy. So it's time to celebrate and release this. You are now past the space where you have to try and balance, where you can now move on to the next part of the journey. And oops, one more card. So this is what we have to let go of, this blame. You have accepted the responsibility for your well-being, that you are no longer to blame for whatever it was you were holding on to in the past. Inner child is saying, write me a letter releasing me from that blame, letting go of all those energies and feelings that we had in relation to that. That is now time to let go and move on to the next phase in our life. We are no longer to blame. It was not our fault, and we are now able to move on. That's what we have for today. Like, share, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, and we will see you next time.